Paddled and whacked. I love the name. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much. Hello. We have Star Hunter Elias Valhatla in the house. Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you, Darla, for being on Rumble. So I was late a minute or four. How is everyone doing? All seven of you. Alls. The more UFOs I show, the less people will come by. But I know that I'm showing the truth. Yippity-doo-dah, that don't rhyme. Almost rhymed. Almost rhymed. I got something might last now. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm burnt. What a day. I have still 16 bloody videos left of the March 7th, 2024. And see, I posted when there was the most people on the website, 6 o'clock, and nobody from YouTube's viewing. 17 views from YouTube. I'm getting views from Twitter. Thank you very much, Twitter. Appreciate that. And of course, you guys here. Don't be insulted, but I'm telling you, I'm not joking. We have less than 20 people a day from YouTube here now. It's finished. If you're here and you're on the YouTube platform coming to my channel, it's because you're helping a lot. Trust me. Twitter's coming over. I've not anybody from Rumble. I don't even know in the algorithm if there's been 2 views from Rumble, which is a little it's not odd actually. Sort of expected. We have our little troll that's back from his holidays, from his little resort, and some of you are getting contacted by some people. So just be careful. No matter who contacts you in the community, if somebody wants you to stop contributing to me, well, it's on you there. Like tell them whatever you want, or stop, or don't, or yeah, be careful. Also, there's a few of them checking out to be sure that I do my taxes, apparently. So I'm not paying them anymore. Alex Fortier dans la maison. Thank you very much. Stephanie Black, merci beaucoup, mes amis, d'être ici. C'est bien apprécié. Mr. Hauser is in the house. Thank you very much. Darla. Yeah, so we have UFOs rising up. Well, I was looking in my eye, I almost poked my nose out. We have UFOs rising up. And do you realize that if ever a Friday night there were UFOs outside during a stream, I wouldn't be streaming? But it's never happened. There's not clouds. Basically, there's always bloody clouds out there. How's it going, my brother Paul CG Burrows? Thanks, man. Bruce, why are photos from the moon landing not showing anywhere, mate? Why are photos from the moon landing not showing anywhere? Do you mean like in general, right? Like you're talking about me, or you're talking about in general, like the moon photos out on the internet? No, listen, I totally hear you. We can't see F all. They show us once in a while the flag. They like to do that once in a while. Hello, Twitter. Hello, Rumble. Thanks for being in, guys, and listening in. I never know whether I should post the second live stream on Twitter. Not everybody knows me. Not everyone likes just hearing people talk. But hey, I'm an interesting guy. There's bound to be some questions at one point. Thousands of people that are wondering what I have. But instead, people ask the same thing. Why don't you go in town? And I'm not talking about the ones that asked me politely. There's a whole bunch of you this afternoon saying, Bruce, just wondering, have you ever gone into town to see where they are? Yeah, I love it when they ask. But a lot of people were asking, it's a troll when he says, so stupid, he doesn't even go into town. One guy was like, talking to other people, the community in the comment section, because I see a lot, I have fun. They said, Bruce doesn't use 1080p. Well, yes, does he choose 1080p? Absolutely 1080p. So you can be sure when a troll comes here and says, Bruce didn't do that, Bruce did do that, right? It's always the opposite. Norma 2021 in the house. Thank you very much. Love the name. Hi, Bruce. Oh, well, okay, that's on Rumble. Hi, Bruce. I only watch you on Rumble these days. That is absolutely fine, Norma. 2021, and I promise that I'm going to post all the videos, Norma, that I post here on YouTube at the same time. Not too delayed either. I was a little late this evening. I almost waited half an hour to post the last video. Maybe not that long, but yeah, Norma, I appreciate it. You're still supporting the channel, watching on Rumble, and hats off to you for helping my Rumble channel start up. Like I said, whichever platform you guys or gals appreciate the most, be free to stick on one. You don't have to come on another one. So, yes, it's normal. If some of you are like, well, how come we don't see those people on YouTube anymore? It could be that some of the people are on Rumble now. So, absolutely. Yeah, Alex, it absolutely was. It was clear as it literally was. And guys, yesterday I got smoke when that streak thing went down. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, you're gonna look in the darkness and you're gonna say, "Well, yeah, it's a meteor in the sky." I'm at tree level. It hit the ground, by the way. Okay. And it's a little scary that even showing that it hit the ground, I mean, I'm confirming it to you. You guys aren't here. I am. You'll never know. Guaranteed. It hit the ground. I'm filming it in front of you. I've showed you even during the daytime. And I'm talking about the people that are in denial of what I'm doing. But there are no people in denial. It's the pretend people that want to cause little dramatic situations. But I sort of like the attention because in reality, you know it. Obviously, with this research, I have to get the attention. I have to get people that come and find interest in the research. And yeah, Alex, yesterday it was so bloody clear. Right now, you want to laugh, man? I don't know if it's like that for you. Well, obviously, it is. I don't know what you see in your end in Valif. When you look up in the sky towards the south, you see all the stars, even in the Milky Way right now. Here, everything's out. But when I look at Toronto and at the end of the street, right here where the UFOs rise up, it's completely clouded over. I can't see anything. Tonight it's clouded over. A lot of the big storm coming tomorrow and stuff. The sun's active right now, only an M class, but yeah, CMX, right? M class solar flare. There's the coronal holes a little bit, I think, right now that are pointing towards us here at the same time. No notification received. YouTube does have to work on that one because that one is definitely, I believe, not the hackers doing that. Well, could be, but whatever. There's definitely glitches also on YouTube. A lot of people are being unsubscribed. I have both glitches. I have the unsubscribed people that every day they 10 to 15, which it shouldn't be that much unless I'm in the millions. I would have thought, but there's a manipulation with um, the days that and the trolls were dumb to email me to let me know that they were going to block me for 6 days, and at 9 o'clock you're going to get 15 subs. I guess it was a way to impress me. I don't know. I guess, which you could do to anyone. Like, imagine if you have a small channel and you only have 300 subscribers. I hear you. It's very hard to grow a channel, but you can't get mad at everyone for not getting views on your videos. Like, look at me. I don't get many views on the videos, but it has nothing to do with me not doing research properly, or it doesn't have anything to do with me not showing interesting subjects, but because that is a subject, UFOs. But the artificial intelligence has taken over the internet. It's always been, right? But especially these days, I think it's a lot worse now. The control, right? Casa Nostra, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you, man. Hey, 37 on X, I'll take it. Thank you, Star Hunter. Hey, Star Hunter. Oh, that's right. Damn it. Elias got to it before me, damn it. Can I take down that message? No, I can't take down a message. Yeah, Women's Day. Aujourd'hui ou demain? Yeah, probably today or tomorrow, but let's see. Let me be sure here. And let it be clear, when we say Women's Day, we're talking about women. I was going to say without facial hair, or some women have facial hair, but like the women. Well, it just so happens it's today. Wow. Women's Day, International Women's Day. International Women's Day is a holiday celebrated annually on March 8th as a focal point in the women's rights movement. Careful about the movements because, anyways, and we'll get into that. Gives focus to issues such as no, ain't doing it. Pieces of shit had to enter gender in that, guys. Gender equality. Well, yes, gender equality for women and men, but bring back women's sports, bring back women bathrooms, bring back male bathrooms, you know? Guys, the tampons in our bathroom and shit, we're just putting Kotex, whatever, we're putting it under our arms. We don't know what to do with that. We're putting it in our shoes for sore toes and stuff. Stop it. It's a waste. It's a unsub. Sorry, Bruce, the latest landing 2 weeks ago, M9. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, it was just Jules' birthday the other day, Thursday. Right on. Thought way ahead of me. Christy Lindsay in the house. Hi, Bruce and community. How kind and thoughtful of you, Christy, to come and visit me on Rumble. I hope you're wearing your bulletproof vest. You got to almost bring a machete with you when you go in the comment section. That's how it is. I worked hard today, guys. I got a lot of videos up, and I have another video I'm going to have to post. Obviously, yeah, tonight, impossible. No one's going to watch it. Tomorrow morning, first thing, but it's going to be of March 7th. But you know what's going to happen? People are going to come here and they're going to say March 7th, March 7th, March 7th. He's reposting the same videos. It's not. It's all new videos. Leah said it herself. Leah, by the way, on Rumble, yeah, Leah 108 range. Leah mentioned that they're doing different patterns. Yes, they're doing different patterns in the sky. We're seeing a far more aggressive pattern. Somebody said, which is a guy who's been commenting here a long time. I got into it with him. I let him have it in the debate. My credibility is lost, assuming that everything are just UFOs. You see, UFOs, satellites are in the sky, guys. Okay. People are wondering, Bruce, can you get around the lights? No, the UFOs are rising from the lights, like literally at the height of the lights. And that's good to show because nobody has videos like that. When I show you a satellite train of 160 satellites, I filmed three of them, or three. When I show you that, you see the line's that long. They're tiny, tiny lights, and they're up in the Milky Way towards Toronto for me, because they're coming from the south, the States, and you sort of see it coming really slowly, very slowly for about 7 to 9 seconds. The lights that I'm filming, I also showed the satellite trackers. There's no reason for people not to believe it. So, as a matter of fact, I believe that it could possibly be because of me or somebody calling in the military, or that they were present that evening when the crash happened. And it's a confirmed crash. It came down to the ground. Heard no explosion, saw no explosion. But again, I kept my eye in that eyepiece. I didn't even see outside of the eyepiece, but I saw the flash. And at the beginning of the video, before last video, not the last one, the one right before, where I showed the UFO crash, right before that UFO appears, you're going to see 2 to 3 massive flashes of light, like Back to the Future. Every time I do see a meteor or film one, that's what I see. So if there's one beside me, sometimes I miss them, but you see the beginning of when they enter. When they enter, there's a big clash, the light, a big bright light. Never heard any bangs. Well, actually, once 2 years ago during a summer, I did hear a bang. Even a trail of smoke left, and somebody said it was a plane. So literally everything hides in the sky. You could post anything at all. I post the Dobbs object with UFOs at the back of it, facing completely downwards, going sideways, and people say it's a plane coming over the horizon. I'm seriously. And sometimes at the beginning, I used to laugh because I said they're mocking me, but now I wonder, do they really think that? Do they really think that sometimes, But hey, There's no theory that's not right, right? Because in reality, that's all we're doing is theorizing, debating amongst ourselves. There are things that we can easily confirm, though. We can confirm someone's on the moon. I can't tell you who it is, but there's somebody definitely on the moon, right? Because we see them there, lights. And somebody can say, but they could be drones. Yes, it could be drones because now drones exist and everyone's talking about them. They're shooting them off at the war. They're doing it this and they're doing that. Those just arriving. We're getting an infrared drone very, very soon. My head is like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm telling you guys, I'm keeping this up, maintaining it. Nothing's stopping. I invested the time to look for the drone. I am going to take a really proper time to invest in something that I'm going to be using and something that's going to be a tool for us. Drones are going to be freaking cool. And when I go up, well, you can all be sure that I'm going to film the drone. I'm also going to do some tests with lights on the drone to try to recreate a UFO to see if we can recreate a UFO with the drones. I'm not going to hide any of it. I'm going to try to see exactly what we can see. In Ottawa, the drones were in the sky during the evening and nobody can see fuck all but the lights. The light's a very, very small light. I even think they're flashing on top of it. And depending on what height a drone is, like if you look at a drone in person, the light on it is tiny. Okay. So if there's a light on a UFO that big and you're seeing it bright with photonic light, but what will it look like filming it with a camera and just, or filming it with an infrared camera to see what the drone's going to look like also. It's going to be a very handy tool, I assure you that, because I have access to seeing the bloody UFOs, guys, really close. I'm going to be able to send some up for sure. I'm going to be careful how I do it, but I will do it in a safe way. Won't do it in a way to harm anyone. I'll do it only in a way that if I risk losing the drone, well, so be it. It could happen. It could be the first shot I send the drone up. It happens. I'm looking at the shite that happens with drones. It can happen that some drones lose control. And let me tell you, I have energy problems. Okay. So it could be that I send that up and that it hits the first police car that it sees and just drops onto it for some reason with the serial number on it so they can call back and see who bought it or whatever. I wouldn't hide. But anyways, I'm serious. You never know what can happen. Hello, all you freedom-loving patriots. Sugar Bee, member for 16 months. I love you, sister. Thank you very much for being here. Fellow patriots, American patriots in the house. Susan Ravella. Hey, I got my batteries all charged up to go in my infrared. I'll be lighting up the faces not too long after. Susan, when we lost electricity the other night, those lights are at night. Those are the lights. That's the only thing that I have on in my house is sort of when I put on some jazz music, a bit little piano bar music, and I pour myself a little glass of wine or something. I sort of feel like I'm in a bar. There's something that lights do to you. Do you know that, guys? Colors, certain colors, neon lights and stuff. Why do you think they paint? That's not nice to say. Crazy houses. Am I going to say it? Asylums, right? I'm sort of in the old law. They used to call them that in the days. I don't think they do anymore. Well, people that have mental issues, they paint the wall certain colors. At school, they paint the wall certain colors. I would definitely change the bus colors because I think the orange is making the kids crazy because I was a bus driver. Just saying, I don't know. It could be. Those of you bus drivers in the States, I've been medical bus drivers, by the way, also. And the school buses in the States and in Canada, totally different. Totally different. I think you guys in the States are allowed having seatbelts on the bus, and you have several stop signs on your buses when they open up also, to stop the people from passing through the stop signs. Here, when I was driving the bus, I'm not lying there. Not that I'm proud of Canadians doing that. 85% of people on my stop sign, 85% of people on my stop sign would go through it. Right when the kid was crossing the road, would cut the kid off, would go around him if his nose was crossing in the street. I don't know how many times. So then my boss got mad because I'm a water freak, water king. I had a water bottle. So when someone would pass on the stop, It's an insult, right? I'd flag water on their windshield. Brakes on the ground, come back to trail the bus, Yeah, I had more bottles of water. Bottle of water. Stop. You almost killed the kid. Stop, or I'll call the cops and get your license revoked. And I brought someone to court that was a Montreal bus driver, worked for the town of Montreal on a city bus. He went through my stop sign and went like that. Brought him to court, and he brought in a certificate saying that he'd been working for almost 30 years driving a bus and that he would never pass through a stop sign. And the judge, the corrupt judge in Valleyfield, turned around and said, absolument, with his French accent from France, and said, not guilty, free to leave, and slammed his gavel down. I was totally insulted. But the judicial system is totally corrupt. I was like my own lawyer. I was ready to answer questions. I lost a day of work going there. I wasn't paid. And I went, to talk to the judge afterwards, to talk to him. And he literally said, what do you want? I said, can I talk to you? He said, your case is over. I said, all right, thank you very much. Have a nice day. And he sort of looked at me as if to see if I had anything else to say. I felt like saying, that's what I felt like saying, but I didn't. Corrupt system, too bad. Water bottles. A neighbor came over, walks by my house with her little dog. I love animals. I have a tiny, tiny, tiny yard, and I have to walk on it. And I like walking on it bare feet. I don't go to Fiji. I walk on my grass bare feet. And that's what I do in the summer, okay? When it's not raining or cloudy and, warm. She'd go by with her dog. And listen, a dog can have a natural need to go to the bathroom. And it's sort of okay if they all, and there's lots of them, there's 30 a day, if they hold the dog sort of on the edge of my lawn instead of coming all the way over to my flowers, like where the house is, like 12, 13 feet into the yard. So one day, and then the second day, third day, at one point she went by and said, what's the matter? We're allowed 4 feet on people's lawns to make our dogs shit, she said. I was so offended, man, guys, when they said that. I said, what am I going to do? It's a woman in 60s, 70s. I didn't know. I said, you can't do anything. I don't want to be violently rude to her either. I wouldn't have. I didn't have to. When you have knowledge, common sense, you can often just say something to her to insult her enough without having to yell at her or something. But she came back, and I went outside, and I was. It was her mistake. I was watering the flower bed. While I was watering my flower bed in front, I was deliberately watering the flower bed because I knew she was coming by. But I said to myself, if I'm on my lawn going like an asshole, an idiot, she ain't going to come shit on it while she's going by. And of course, I had plenty of time to have a little bit of fun with her when my videos were uploading, because they do it on purpose. And that's how I'll get back at somebody. I will. Somebody will come do a whole bunch of stuff. I'll mock them or make fun of them. You guys know I made songs about trolls and stuff. I'm not really being bad. I'm just sort of having fun. So she came by again, and she looked at me, and she looked at me like that. And she came up to my nose, right where I was sitting. Um, I think I started shaking on the balcony. I think I started moving around on the balcony as she was talking to me. Like, the not being able to do anything, and someone's in your yard literally saying, you little, what are you going to do? I'm allowed having my dog shit on the lawn. And she goes, go ahead, Pookie, take a shit. And she extends her leash. And as a dog, I'm sitting there going like, what's that cartoon where you see like the coyote's losing it? He's going like, starting to lose his mind or whatever. I'm saying, and I told her, I said, I'm going to tell you politely, your dog better not shit on the lawn. And when I saw that he bent down to poop on the lawn, I was sitting on the hose. The hose was on without the nozzle on because I don't have money for a nozzle. And I just bent it over, put it under my leg. When the dog went for a little bend down. Well, I unfolded the hose and I let the hose point to the dog, and I just went, the water went up. The dog sort of, his balls went underneath, and he sort of wanted to walk ahead. Ah! And she started screaming, guys, really loud, looking around, talking about on my lawn. I said, "You have 3 seconds to get off my lawn." I said, "Get off my lawn. You are on my lawn. You are an illegal trespasser on my lawn, and I'm trying to water my lawn. I give you 3 seconds to leave." She goes, "What do you do if you don't? What do you do if I don't leave?" But the last word she said, "Leave," it sounded like this. I opened the hose and I sprayed her right in the face. And then I put my thumb on the end of the hose, give it a little bit of pressure, gave it a little dusting up and down. Little shot again to the dog. And then she threw herself on her back. She threw her purse up in the air and started screaming, "He's beating me up." So I grabbed the hose. My neighbor is looking in the window. She's smiling. She made me a pie after I did that. She's breaking out laughing because she knows the woman comes and shits on the lawn. And it wasn't intentionally planned, but it happened that way. I'll just say it that way. She falls over, throws her purse, again on the sidewalk and stuff. So, I started cleaning up the purse. Started cleaning up the purse. She's still not moving on the ground, sitting there in a puddle of water and stuff like that. She goes home. I think 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Police officer comes to my house, knocks on my door, really politely, knocks on the door. Hello. I smiled, and he, "I think you know why I'm here." And I said, "Oh yeah, I know why you're here." And he looked at me, the police officer, and he went, "Don't spray me." I cracked up. "Don't spray me like you." What the lady did is she filmed me. When she filmed me, the police officer saw in her video when she wanted to show me spraying her. I sprayed her camera, right? Like, she was filming the camera. It must be a hell of a good YouTube video if she uploaded it, because in slow motion you're just going to see the spray. Don't go on someone's lawn to film them. So I said, "What can I do that there's no law against?" Well, the cop said, "I found it." And the police officer said, my boss doesn't know what really didn't know how to react to that. It's not something normal, actually. And I said, "I'm not normal, buddy." And he said, "I didn't know what to do. The fact that you sprayed her," he goes, "but she was on your lawn, right?" I go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I said, "I'm allowed spraying my flowers or trespassers, right?" Because I said, "A trespasser," I said, "between you and me, sir," I said, "if I was afraid of any individual in my yard, I'm even allowed to grab a baseball bat to beat them up. You understand that? It's my lawn, right? Like, I'm on my lawn. If anybody comes on my lawn, I can throw them off." Okay. He goes, "Yeah, we know she's an older lady." I said, "I'm not saying I throw an older lady off my lawn. I'm saying I sprayed her." I said, "Dude, I sprayed her feet at the beginning." Okay. And she flipped out and started saying he's beating me up. When she said I'm beating him up, she goes, "Well, what are you going to do if I don't leave?" He goes, "I saw it on the video." She said, "What are you going to do if I don't leave?" And then she goes, "You drowned her." I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." But she lived. She floated up. It wasn't that deep. Little jokes that we were doing. And he says, "So, are you going to press charges?" I said, "Yes, I'm going to press charges." "Well, you're going to have to go to court with her and stuff." "Yeah, okay. Well, tell her I'll see her there, because it's done." I said, "Everybody shits on the lawn." I said, "Stay close by. There's 3 more coming by this afternoon, and we'll just all go to court together." I was sick of it. It's disgusting. Brown patches on the lawn. It destroys my lawn. I have a small lawn of 12 feet, for fuck's sakes, in front. 12 feet, like 13 feet max. Okay. And so then she went home. He went to her house. She didn't want to go to court. So he said, "Well, okay, well, then if you don't want to go to court to contest it," she goes, "I'm going to have to give you a ticket of, it was $250 or $280. I could be wrong of the amount. I know it was between 200 and 300. And she was fined for that amount. So after that, she even teased me after that. After that, it took a little while, but she came over and became best friends with my neighbor and spent a whole year coming over with, who do you think? with her dog. So when she would go on the side of my lawn, she would let her dog piss on my wheel. See, I caught her at one point. And I started getting mad at one point. I said, "You better stop. I'm telling you, better stop." So what happened is that her and the neighbor got in a fight. Two ladies didn't last very long together as friends, and they couldn't stand each other after a while. So that is the story of why I'm called the waterman. I thought it was pretty funny. What do you do? Biggest insult, biggest slap in the face. Spray her with the hose. She took advantage of my size, is what I told the police officer. He goes, "Sir, you're twice your size." Well, I said, "Yes, but she took advantage of that, right?" It's like me, I don't know. It's like me going up to a guy who's like 6'8" and smacking him on the ass and saying, "You want to go for a whirl? Want to fight?" Or something like that. I mean, it's teasing somebody. It's teasing someone in their yard, literally. Thank you for letting me share that story. Christy, an hour later. I'm so sorry, Christy. I have my infrared camera out for tonight, bright and sunny right now. Well, Christy, okay, especially you guys in the States, March 9th, as of tomorrow, but tonight, you're most likely going to see possibly one or two, maybe even three uh, fireballs, because even though here in the northern hemisphere it's over. I mean, I think not just in the northern hemisphere. I'm no genius, but the meteor shower, everything's over. Look it up. And we don't get anything here in the month of March. That's what they will tell you. But I looked it up, and they said that there are some areas that are going to be seeing fireballs. So it could be our area too. You know how information is hard to come by, but most likely you'll be able to see some fireballs in the sky. If you have intensities of the infrared, like strong or not strong, do try it with the lowest intensity, not strong. Not strong can get some nice clarity. Too strong of a light will get a lot of fizzing. What you're seeing me in the back, when I'm filming, is absolutely a minimal UFO light. I'm using one lamp, number one. There's 3 or 4 lamps on it, and I'm only using lamp number one. Donovan Dale in the house. Thank you very much. We have an increase of 11 subscribers since this afternoon. Really? On Rumble? Let me see. I was at 703 this week, almost all week. What are we at now? Hey, 711. We'll take it. 711. I will take it. It's pretty cool. You got those little clips on Rumble. I don't know if you guys can watch them at the beginning. It's like a 1-minute clip that you can add to the stream before it starts. Thanks a lot, you guys, for being there. And let it be known, you do not have to be there, guys. Thanks, Christy. Thanks, everyone. Facts. Norma is in the house. Thanks a lot, you guys. Don't feel obliged, any of you that are mods, that you have to be here all the time. I don't want you to feel that way at all. I don't want you to feel that you have to forcefully be checking everything out. It's a complimentary, just as a friend, like have fun, but it can protect you at the same time. You just be careful who you're blocking. Those of you with wrenches, be careful, because you also have power to take down all my comments. Just don't take down any of the comments, even if you see some bad ones. Some are pretty bad. They started leaking out my address again in the community, in the comment sections. So what happens is they assume that I'm going to tell people, if you take it down or whatnot. No. Go right ahead, guys. You can put pictures of my house too if you want. No problem with it. Let us know if you see something, Christy. Susan, how the heck are you doing? Susan and Rocky. Alex, YouTube showed the Christmas video of your kitty. So cute. I have one to match, 19 years old. Hey, Mr. Jeff Benoit Live is in the house. Caught over again 300 UFOs yesterday, Jeff Benoit. a UFO crashing to the ground. Boy, oh boy. I'm telling you. Oh, right on. Right on, Jules. Bradley, how are you, man? Thank you very much for being a member, my friends. Good evening, Bruce. Have you had the incoming comet to see if anything might be happening around it? Had the incoming comet. Uh, you mean like the one, the object that I filmed, or is there a comet supposed to be going by? Oh yeah, is that the C 2022? Nope, it's February. Oh, it could be. Hold on here. February. No, February 25th. No, that one's gone by. That one is gone by. I don't know if you mean a new comet or whatnot. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Sorry, Bradley. Most likely what you're talking about, like around what I found. Yeah, man, listen, there's lots of activity. At the same time, when I filmed that, the entry, there's a UFO that is literally, it's passing by a UFO that I'm seeing rising up. At the same time, imagine me seeing a crash, and it is a crash, guys. It touched the ground. The bottom light that I saw, had chills on my arms. I saw the light go all the way down to road level. It's crazy. That is totally nuts. So, worst scenario, it fizzed out uh, 40, 30, 20 feet before hitting the ground. Because honestly, that's most of the time what they do. And some of the biggest meteors or asteroids that were found, it's very rare that these objects are big. And I'm starting to look up in the region here where some meteors and asteroids are being found. Don't forget Southern Ontario, isn't it Niagara on the lake or something? They got very recently at the end of 2023 several pieces that were retrieved of a meteor that crash landed. Pretty exceptional. Yes, always. Keep them real. Hang low, chariot. Bring them home. Natural. That's what we want. Natural. It's true. Honestly, I prefer natural too. And since February, I haven't had the camera out, dug it out after watching UFO going down. Oh, absolutely. And I'm telling you, because you want to see something too at the same time, you'll often maybe get a little message or sign. March 8th, have a big chance of seeing that beautiful guy flying by on a star, exactly the one that you're thinking of. I'm telling you, the energy is so strong. The other side exists. We leave this world, and when we get to the other side, I don't think our ties end here completely, entirely. There's other parts that remain here. We know of the physical world and stuff like that, and other dimensions we don't even know about. So we have no idea what is even outside of the physical world. We only have these theories and ideals that we bring to the table. Leah, thanks again. Leah. Anne, hi. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Ah, not again. Yeah, you mean when they post twice the messages? That tends to happen, I think, when people are scripting. Yeah, good luck for sure. Keep me damn posted. I'm so late. Listen, thanks for being on Patreon, also, my friends. There will be a video before the end of the month. So much is going on with the UFOs, and it's so sad, because all the platforms that I'm posting on, it is so hard to reach people, and there's such amazing findings, and there's there's millions of people out there that are looking for real researchers and real footage, and they can't seem to find them. Can't seem to find them. Definitely ready, but only nice people on Rumble so far. Oh, right on. Be ready. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm late on that. I'm scrolling all the way down now. Jeff Benoit live, and he's also Jeff Benoit live is going to do some English videos. Also, it's a French channel. He's going to start doing some English videos. The demand, for UFOs in French is high, but the route we're talking about that the other day, him and I, the road, the path to get to reach people in the French speaking language with the UFOs, YouTube is not doing it. Not doing it. Yeah, he's going to be opening his Rumble, I hope soon, if not already. I may drop put at any time. I'm in the ER. Are you back to the hospital, buddy? Everything okay, man? I agree with that. They all, Kim has been constant. Yeah, here too, getting bad. Last Australian, thanks a lot. Millions of migrants seem to be flooding, mass extinction ongoing, insects disappearing. Very sad, eh? Migrants in Canada now, Australia, the States. It's a shit show, a deliberate thing that's to take down countries or to destabilize them. But we're not going down, guys. And I think that that's why they're hitting so hard, because they're not ever going to be able to take us down completely. They're just going to make our lives shit. It's like saying they're gonna walk by you, throw you a slush in your face, and maybe hit you in the head with a beer bottle or something, and rip off your sleeves and steal your shoes. That's what's going on. Has nothing to do with immigrants being in trouble. This is an invasion. People don't up and leave their country all of a sudden and bring families here when they know it's totally dangerous. Don't you worry. The Mexicans know exactly what's going on in the States. And hell no, Mexicans are not going to vote for fuckface Biden. You can be sure of that. You know that, right? I'm sure Biden even knows that himself, honestly. Small planes coming f- from the States. Cessna planes coming over the border from the States. Two, one at the beginning of the stream and one just now. Obviously, if they're looking, the military's looking at those UFOs, they can film it and it's not going to change anything. It's not going to cause up a stir or whatnot. Beam me up, my lord. Susan Jane, thank you very much for being here. Nice to see you. Oh, wow, dude. Damn, man. You've been there a while, bud. Eat something, man. Yeah, I'll get the drones. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. Those of you that are in this area know it's true. Probably Jeff Benoit also knows this. If you go up with a Cessna plane, get up 3,000 feet. That's all you need to see the pot plants. No matter where you are in Quebec, take a Cessna airplane, go up 7,000 feet, look down, all over the place. I'm positive. Pretty sure. Except in my yard. No, I don't have money for it. Good evening, Bruce. Larry, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. Fish face, hit them likes. Thank you very much, my friend. Tell me why. Star fam, know that I love you guys. We love you more, Kai. Sending you energy, brother. Keep us posted, man. Hope everything's okay. Hey, Mr. Luke Nathan McGlynn White in the house. Hello to all the lovely people in the chat. How's everyone doing? How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. How's the weather treating you? Any crazy storms? Any crazy stuff going on in the roads, in the streets? We got a storm coming here tomorrow, Luke. Supposed to get a lot of rain in the middle of the afternoon, Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right, Darla? I think something. I don't know if you're checking you too in your end, and it could transfer to snow, and it could be something very, very, very violent, sticky, heavy snow. With the change of the seasons and the change of the climate and everything, it's really different, the weather around the world. And there's a whole bunch of stuff to take into consideration. There could be some manipulation, HARP, Alaska, the South Pole base that's possibly causing earthquakes and whatnot. I believe that in theory, all the weather that's around Earth is manipulated. It's all fake weather that's created. And if a large object is coming near Earth or something like that, or there's a change in the axis, maybe something we did is causing the core to stop. You guys know that, right? Like Earth's core did stop, right? Let me go get some coffee. Anyone want any? Hope I'm not boring y'all. Twitter, thanks for being here. Thanks for helping my channel grow, everyone who takes the time to come by. Got big equipment here, guys. Infrared camera on the drone, good quality coming by. So help me grow the channel. It's a free channel. It's completely blocked. Share me out with any big space channel you may know, right? I have a buddy that is a deep sea diver, and he fixes in the St. Lawrence at the end of companies, toxic companies where there's like leaks and stuff that happen. And seriously, wanting to form a team of individuals to do some exploration in certain areas. And I wanted to do it a while back, actually. I say a while back, but 2 years ago, but the channel has to grow. It really does have to grow, it has to expand. You know, it will. It will. But don't forget the suppression. Are you guys sick of waiting for the next report? David Grush, they're not talking about anything. The government's, what a bunch of bull crap. I'm telling you. Thanks, Kai. Timsy Skies, a good day. Australia is watching. Love you guys at the other end of the world. Thank you very much. Thanks, Susan. Thanks again, Susan. Gift, earrings. I had the star and the moon. Susan, remember that I said, I hope I'm not. Yes, I did write it to you before going outside, that I wore the moon and the star yesterday when I went outside. I said I used it for the energy. It's going to give me energy to see some stuff. You know that day I posted a poll in the community and I said, hey guys, am I going to see UFOs again tonight? And I did. It's awesome. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. Even, even I wanted to paint it blue because don't forget daytime in case, blue with some white dabs on it. That is my camouflage. Blue with white dab on it. And I want to fly kazoo up there. I'm telling you. I want to just hang kazoo like just flying by like someone like, what the hell? That'd be funny. And Honey, thank you very much, Auntie Honey, for being here. If you don't have to put out the red light. Oh gosh, don't get that song in my head. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna do it. Almost did though. Roxanne. Doom, 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 doom. You don't have to put out the red lights. Yep, but they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, Sugar Bee, as a vast majority are not conscious. I agree with that. Since end of lockdown, a fascist state has become norm. It really has, eh? It really has become the norm. That's the worst of it. I had a migraine today. If it wasn't because of all the work I did, I think it's because wanted to shoot that in there. I think it was today on Rebel News. I saw um, some shit going down with the um you see how I don't like I don't like having to find out what I'm going to say in case somebody's going to be offended and stuff. I don't give a shit about that. Pro Hamas protesters have to go, right? Nobody gives a shit about your little fake shit, okay? And real quick, finishing off with this, guys, don't you find it funny that someone's in Canada with Palestine effing flags, okay, which I don't even still don't fucking know where it is on the map, okay? Don't care. Gaza and all that shit. They can fix up their own crap. We got more crap going on here in Canada. Okay. All the ideal of coming into my country, where I was born, okay, and flagging a flag saying free Palestine. Where the fuck is Palestine? Who gives a shit about what's going on in your country when I'm in Canada? Don't come and protest in my country and slap around my kids and the elders that are in the street. You guys see what's going on in Toronto? The police are allowing everyone to do anything against Jews, by the way. I will stand up for a Jew any fucking day of the week, and I'm not even Jewish. I'm German. Yeah. And I'm still going to stand up for a Jew. And that's what we all should do. People in Toronto, get your thumbs out of your asses and turn around and you see how they stay in groups. Those Palestine protesters in Canada, they're just infiltrated monkeys, right? They stay in groups together and push people. They push people. They talk with their big blowhorns, saying, "You guys go, you guys what?" Me got me mad today. Today, guys, I watched that and I had a tear. And it wasn't a tear of sadness, unfortunately. It was a tear of a warrior where starting to realize that we're going to start to have to stand up at one point. I better never see anybody protesting for the Hamas here in my town because you're going to leave my town. And I'm just going to drive you away. I'm not going to let people come into my town here. But you see, that's the fun part. Living in a small town and you're not in a big town like Montreal or Toronto or Quebec City, Ottawa, you know, um, you're not going to see the shit. The shit happens in the cities where people go. But at the beginning, you know how hard it is for us all to talk because we're not racist and we want to be very careful not to offend any race. Well, that has nothing to do with offending a race, with not wanting someone to come in the country without being vetted. Bring them all in. Bring immigrants of all types. Guys, I'm 49 years old and I've met Asians all of my life. All of my life, the stores that are around here, lots of businesses are Asian run. Never had any problems with them. I've always gone to their stores, and you never see them protesting out in the streets saying, "We want like Mao. We want like Mao." No, no. They learned English. They learned French. Hello, welcome, Merry Christmas. They even tell me that you go into Chinese and I say Chinese, more Korean here. We got some people from Korea. Got a lot to tell you about them. My friends Kim. Took me 7 years to understand why they were all called Kim. I thought it was weird. Why are they all Kim? Anyway, Kim Han, Kim Tan, Kim Lan, Kim all. I just named them actually. I should be careful. Love them. And those people, though, I remember going to change a check there when I was young, a government check, because I wanted to get milk, right? For my kid and all the shit. Go to the corner store. Sometimes here in Canada, you can just change at the corner store if you buy like 20, $30. Well, they were asking me, how come you have custody of your child. I said, I have custody of my child. What do you mean? Because my wife wasn't there for him and we separated and I got custody and we lived together. And she didn't understand that. She wanted to know how come. She goes, I'm trying to get revenue, um, you know, for a family member, but it doesn't work. But you see, what they didn't know is that the Canadian government doesn't have all the options for even an immigrant when it comes to certain benefits, which is, I think it's like that pretty much in any country. I'm not afraid of talking about immigration. I'm never going to make it a title or subject here, I guarantee you, because it's a very sad, concerning subject. There are some people that are running from the country. It's very sad to know what's real, what's not, and dropping off food now in Gaza or something like that. Cool, and of course, and apparently they were saying that some people had died because they were dropping food on the people. So it's like they're never going to be happy, right? Understand? That's how I see it. Thanks again, Timsy Skies, for coming in. I have much respect for every race here, and I don't want anybody here to be racist. And no matter what your culture, your country, whether you're Asian, whether you're Indian, directly from the tribe, I mean, I'm telling you, I want to interact with everyone. I can accept the differences of everyone's culture, be honest with you, everyone. But you see, I'm just going to shoot that out there. There's only one religion that is causing problems, by the way. That religion should be abolished because the religions that are out there getting along, I'm here and I'm not a religious person, but I know a little bit about theology and I've done my own research and studies and I have read the Bible myself, Jerusalem Bible. When you look at all the religions interacting here, I went to school with Mormons. I went to school with Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint people. I went to school with Jehovah Witnesses, lots of them, love them. I went to school with Catholics, Protestants, even there were a couple Muslim at the school. It was more rare. I think it was no, sorry, more Hindu at that time for me. But why was I saying that? Oh, now, damn it. Now I lost my train of thought. It was sort of important. I wanted to say, yeah, all those religions get along. Any religion that's killing in the name of your God, well, you got yourselves a stupid ass God. Any of you that are killing in the name of a God, you've read your God's messages wrong and will and intuition wrong for sure. Because there's no God that's going to make you, kill or thwart anyone or especially not boil them in any cauldrons either. That's the way I look at it. Believe in God. It's a beautiful thing to believe in God. I believe in him. I believe in the ideal of it all. I might have a different perspective of it, but in reality, it's not different. We all believe in something. Even the atheists believe in something, right? I think it's important for us all to stand up for our rights as much as if you're white or colored or Asian or in any of your countries. Try to get your neighbors and stuff to be nice to all the cultures. And when there's a culture outbreak like the Hamas idiots and whatever they're doing there, um, that everyone has to stand together and say, stop, stop, stop. But the problem is that the Canadian government, I mean, please step in. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that you're allowing police officers to be understaffed and all this. It really hurt me today. Today I was really upset. I really was upset to see what's happening in Toronto. Toronto, there's of all races there. It's a lot more than in Montreal. Montreal too, all the races are together, and they can all get along. You know, little fight here and there, little differences. It comes from the parents. When the parents tell their children to get along with other people and to explain, like not all parents tell their children how to decipher or have good judgment. I think it's the first thing a parent should do with their kids, and that's how it is. A lot of people doing bad in the world today are just innocent children that were beaten and abused. It's sad, it's true. A lot of aggressive people today, very aggressive people, are just people that were abused by their parents when they were young, and they're sort of retaliating, and you can't blame them, right? But it's time for loving relationships on this planet, brotherhood, sisterhood, and men getting along with women, women being there for men, men being there for women, be the eyes for the kids of your neighbors, and um, be the eyes for the elderly. If you're working with the elderly, I worked on the medical bus with the elderly people, us clients and stuff, and had some sad days. Had some sad days. Very disappointed in the associations and governmental associations here in my country taking care of some people. But that's how it is. We live in a world where there's a lot of negativity, and we're seeing a lot of negative now. So that's why a lot of people are bringing it up. But in reality, guys, um, to see a new beginning, the system does have to crumble. And it doesn't even mean the system will crumble in need of having people die. It could just crumble because uh, the system is not a good system. The money system is shit. Money should be something extra where when you're working, you get the food paid automatically. You're not going to say that a government, with the amount of people that are on the earth, that we can't feed the entire world. Uh, it took me a long time, probably until this year, to understand that the reason why people aren't being fed on Earth is not because we have too many people, and it's not because we can't transport the food and that there's not enough people working to make the food. There's always more people working, and businesses are always expanding. We're always shipping faster and better with faster planes and bigger trucks and whatnot. It's a deliberate thing. It's control, like in New York City. The guard, is there, and a lot of people. I hope not. A lot of people are saying that it's not because they're looking for bombs in, for against Hamas protesters. Is because they want to control things. I think it's a bit of both, and I think we've gone into a spiral that it's getting a little alarming, the things that are going on. But today I was really emotionally moved by what's going on in Toronto, and not just Toronto. I saw it here too. The Jews in Montreal. I mean, enough is enough, and not just because it's Jews. Anyone. But stopping Jewish people from going to the schools. A lot of people. You know what happens, eh? But the Jews are ruling the world. Yeah, but not those Jews. Not the ones going to school, not the ones in town, not all the ones, working even as geoengineers or even whatnot. The ones, the elites that are higher up, are many different races, right? But whether they be Jewish or not, we're still just labeling. Did you see? They get away. The people that are running the world get away when you label them. When you label them as a religion, those people are not responsible for the bad things they do anymore. It's their association. So if someone's a Freemason or something, they'll say, "Oh, look at that damn Masons! The Masons, look what they're doing! They're destroying the life." No, Masons are is a religion that back in the 1800s, some people had family members that were Masons. Some women Masons also, different associations. So it's all understanding everything. The beginning, first thing I understood, hey, wow, I want to be a Mason. And then after that, I said, ooh, okay, well, ooh, what are they doing? They're not doing anything bad. It's just secret association. But then you see the labels, the symbolism, because it runs deep, eh? Everything's mixed up, eh? Look at the swastika. That was a beautiful thing. It's symbolism, a good symbolism, but it was stolen from the Nazis, and now a bad symbol. Some people will go into another country and see that symbol and say, "Look, they're bad people because they got swastikas," but it wasn't a bad symbol. It's a symbol that Hitler stole and turned a quarter inch. You know, it says you have a blue dot, meaning you're online but not live. Oh wow, another interesting thing that happens. Well, that happens. The attacks, I think. Thank you. Checking some safety hard helmet, tune down, a perfect fifth, and chug it like a Detroit. Right on, Count Derpula. Bruce Waterhold's memory and intentions. You want to talk to me about intelligent beings and intelligent life forms? What is the smartest way to have a life form literally all around you looking at you? don't recognize it, right? Planets could be alive. They say the trees are alive. We talked about that in the first stream, whether something's sentient or not, right? There's certain characteristics that are involved on deciding whether um, a being or not just a being, like look at the lights, the photons. Photons, I'm going to repeat myself. I shouldn't, but it's interesting. Photons, scientific facts, if it's true, can be in two different dimensions at once, the same photon. So you're like, okay, that's my stomach. So you try to understand it. So basically, I tried to understand all the UFO scenario without, but not without, but before investing time in doing scientific research. I want to find out through common sense, my own mind, what I know about shadows and what I know about light. But I had to do a lot of research. And I had to do a lot of investigation when it comes to how light is seen in space and how colors are seen in space. It's just an interesting path, and I'm happy you're all here to share it with me. Honestly, the findings should be the video should be way up there, but they're not, unfortunately. It'll come. It'll come. Once they release the UFO information, I think things will start getting better. So, again, thanks everybody for coming by. Norma says, Bruce, being a single parent speaks volumes for your character. Thank you, Norma. See, yes, it does. It does. It does. And I had fun too. At the beginning, I got very scared. I wanted to buy the baby book and find out everything. And I was a big guy, so I was afraid to crush my son. I was alone, my son, at a very young age. I had another fun evening. Honestly, it was a jam-packed day for me. I was up early this morning, guys. EMR is weaponized to control you biologically with facts, etc. Covertly, generationally, the vast majority are gone. Yep, most of the humans, we've all been changed. We have all entirely been changed. Larry, thanks again for being here, man. Oh yeah, and Ibanez. I played on those before. Ultra Chorus by Boss, of course, very good company, and a wall of marshals. Oh yeah, bring it. Right on, man. You know why they say I am the chosen one? That's my address. Are we talking about Miss Heard or? It helps to walk in bare feet. Us as humans are supposed to be grounded. Yes, absolutely. Ground yourselves while you sleep. Can get rid of many things. Inflammation, absolutely. Pizza too, and pasta. Yeah, pasta gets rid of inflammation. Pasta got rid of my inflammation. I didn't even know I had strings here. I'm telling you. Rubber nose in it. Okay, no, the lady I was talking about, of course, dumbass Bruce. Sorry about that. I'm that late. The dog lady was a jerk. Yes. Yeah, yeah, she was, guys. And no, trust me, there was several times she came by. I would not have done it just with her coming once to the house, but looking at me and putting her hands on the shoulders. She's an elderly lady that walks around with a cane, but she doesn't need it. She uses the cane to hit people. Okay, so yeah, I got her good. Sort of count. course we all do, Sugar Bee. I have to scroll down, and I never do. I know. I'm so sorry. Oops, I think it's me. I hit that button. Sorry. You're forgiven. The crash was amazing. Thank you, brother. Fax 1987. It was an amazing crash. And if it was a meteor and it didn't crash, it still was a really damn cool finding for sure. 100%. I'm not going to rule it out that it could be a meteor. I thought it wouldn't have been. Count Derpula agreed with me that it was a little slow to be a meteor, but I've seen some meteors a bit slower. Nobody gonna come by your house after the poop and hose story. Yeah, yeah, right. Exactly, exactly. Or I'm gonna get more poop. The trolls were even emailing me an address down my street. I started getting somebody insulting me, saying, I'm on, 43 whatever road. I'm just down the street from you. I don't like you and stuff like that. So that I will go down to that house and get in a fight with a neighbor. It's gotta be pretty fucking stupid to think that I did that. You know. So I went and knocked, and I asked him if no, I didn't. It didn't go and knock. So this afternoon, and YT put that video in my feed. Right on. Ponsbrook, the Devil Comet. Yes, it will pass the sun the same day as the eclipse. Ah, the Devil Comet. Y'all better hope not. I can guarantee you some of you are going to have some bad weather that day, like hurricane weather. We're due there. We're due for a big one. The so-called Devil Comet, named the horned shaped gas and dust spewed in its wake, has the potential to become visible to the naked eye on the same day of the great American eclipse, astronomers say. Interesting. April 8th, my friends. You all ready? It should be a hell of an eclipse, actually. It should be one heck a hell of an eclipse. Give me brain. Love the name. That rhymes. USA has been bankrupt company being dismantled for over a decade. Yeah, I believe that. The depop underway is serious. It is. It is very serious. We're witnessing it, guys. But guys and gals, are we ever badass? We could sit here and still smile, still live, knowing that they're doing that. The oh, he ain't real too, but he's a real idiot. Yeah, I believe that. Strong possibility, 100%. Ready on 5. You can fly by the tower 2 hours later. How many times has His Highness had to jump out in a parachute because I don't give him clearance? This just flies around. Sorry, man. Thank you. Yes, yes. I'm Bruce's replacement. We cloned him, but he got chubby after we cloned him. Bruce wasn't supposed to be big. Less is more. Less is more. They'll be blaming all sorts of fake things on the massive die-off coming. Yep. I videoed some strange, Jeanette Watson, thank you very much for being here. I videoed some strange going-ons opposite my house while walking the dog a couple of months ago. It's got me so interested in UFOs now. Absolutely. And listen, you don't have to tell anyone about what I'm going to tell you, but I would suggest that you do it. Talk out loud in case something telepathic is communicating with you. Because when I get visited, it's never a conversation that I hear, and it's never more than a minute or 30 seconds. It's information that comes in like I had an SD card, which is a little scary. Like somebody comes by and puts in the chip and then leaves, and you're going, "Oh, look at all that up there. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Scary, but it happens." Iridium Kush, thank you very much for being here. Iridium Kush, that's some serious Kush. Kenneth, hey man, thanks a lot, you guys. Très sérieux, mon ami. I'm glad you chose a Davos range of microphones. Oh, yes. Not to be confused with the Davos ones, which only broadcast rubbish. Yes, exactly. Gotta hate those Davos microphones. Yeah, the Yeti. Yeah, Dan, I lost 115 pounds, bud. I filmed the TR3B lunar waves. Didn't miss nothing. Got the double lunar waves on my end. 6 times I got the lunar waves, not double, once double. Lord Frybread, give me action. I will delete this. Daria. I am Leah, live on Rumble. Gimme Brain says we have a little time left, Bruce. Love you all. Yeah, I know, Gimme Brain. I know, I hear you. But big changes are coming. Big changes are coming. I'm just gonna say, he said he was gonna come like a thief in the night, but why are you saying Muslims are the problem? You can rewind my live stream. I never said that. I'm gonna repeat myself. There's one religion that is killing in the name of God. If you feel that the Muslims are them, do your own investigation about the religion. Have you ever read the Quran? Don't even get me started into that. It's not about being racist or not. It's not about being kind or not. It's about not wanting to harm other people, right? There's one religion in this world that will be abolished. I don't care how mad any of you get. They're not going to be here anymore. And it's going to be law. And I promise you that you will see it before 2025. It won't even get to the point where there's going to be a revolution or war on that side. There's one religion in this world that's going to be abolished because of what they're doing. You don't kill in the name of a god, right? I don't see Mormons killing in the name of a god. I don't see Catholics killing in the name of a god. I don't see any other religion killing in the name of God. Okay, Catholics are touching kids, you're going to say? Sure. There's a whole bunch of corrupt people. You got corrupt people in the Jehovah Witnesses. You got corrupt people in gangs. You got good people in gangs. You got bad people. There's always going to be a yin and a yang. There's always going to be good and bad people. In prison, good and bad people. In heaven, hey, there's good and bad prison. There's good and bad people, right? They sent the most beautiful angel, decided to turn around, got jealous, and they sent him back down to hell because he wanted to take God's place over. And again, that's just a story, right? Take it with a grain of salt. Absolutely. All newcomers, welcome in chat. Come on in and play, but be nice. And you know what the worst of it is, my friend, that you just said about the Muslims? I'll tell you what, there's one thing that I don't appreciate, okay, are people coming in my country, no matter what religion you're going to be, okay, and forcing me to take my beautiful Jesus Christ off my wall because of your religion. Again, I didn't name a religion, but any religion that does that, right? I don't see the Mormons forcing people to get rid of the cross or something. Why is that happening, right? Yeah. Well, wake up, people. Choose your religion's right. When Judgment Day arrives, as some people are going to burn up really fast. You go look at what those pro-Hamas protesters did in Toronto, and you'll come back and say the same thing that I just said. Trust me, if you have a heart. Amen. Do you know how stupid it sounds hearing someone scream Allah who screw bar in Toronto in the middle of the street where English people are? Talk about arrogant. It's not brave, it's arrogant. But the people think that Canadians are all smiley like Bruce. They're not. We got gangs here. We have people protecting the country. We have a lot of racist people in all countries also. So when people start getting a bit too opposant, start pushing themselves a little too much, they're gonna fold up their flag soon. And that's what's gonna happen because they're gonna see that Canadians are gonna stand up against them all. Treat people as you want to be treated. Exactly. Is it any wonder their derp is coming under fire? They run and they stumble. The elites are going out, my friend. I'm positive. I got to wonder why they're so sleazy, sick blooded, and cold. They bodies are stressed, being prisons of woe. We live in a fucked up world, man. That's how it is. Thank you so much, Kristen, for being here. Thanks, Auntie Honey. In through the outdoor. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, Dennis. My God is a vengeful God, and God fights for those who fight for themselves. I like that. I agree with that, Dennis. I agree with that. No matter who your God is, I agree with that. Elias Valhalla and Crazy Music Space Jam. Same guy, the same host, two channels. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. You know how hard it is for me? Okay, sure, some of you, but it was very hard for me to hold back having this channel also to talk not just about thrashing other people, has nothing to do with it, about my sadness about what's going on in my country. And it's getting to the tipping point where I'm just respecting other people. But now it's time to tell people to wake up. So once in a while, I do carry my voice this week a little heavier. Alex Jones said it this afternoon. He says, when you start knowing so many things and you're so focused on something, you're just this hyper. I'm using my own words, but basically what I understood what he meant. You're just hyper actively focused, like dead focused on what has to come out, and your words just come out. He was also talking about truth, telling the truth. I like that one though. Talking about telling the truth, working on yourself about telling the truth. um and when you do, it becomes easy to do the research and to talk to people because you're just basically always telling the truth, right? Tell the truth, but white lies to your kids to keep them safe, keep them up. That's the way I look at it in reality. Thanks for being here, Jim. I don't like them, religious people forcing themselves on us. I think it's not right. And um, you must agree with me. There's some religions that don't coincide as much as the religions over there and here. They don't coincide. You know, they don't coincide together. They have big differences. So it doesn't mean either one should be abolished, but we should be able to respect our differences. We should be able to literally respect our differences. You can believe in your God on your side. We can believe in our God on our side. What's wrong with people having different interpretations of God? I think it's beautiful. I think it's the human race, still after all this time, is trying to find God, maybe, and trying to find truth. And some are preoccupied about which religion. Some feel they have to get baptized. Some feel they have to change religion. But some people just connect with God, alone, without having to be in a church or whatnot. And nothing wrong with the church. A lot of people have good intentions to go there. Most, right? Most people, but God's in your heart. That's the way I've always seen it. He's in your heart, you know, and that's where you go find him. But people are looking. I said this a couple streams ago. People look for God in the sky and in heaven, and where is he? And they research and whatnot. And in reality, God is a part of you. You're a part of him. I believe. Created in his image doesn't mean it's a man that created another man right away, right? Like spiders have like what 10 eyes or whatever. Have lots of eyes, like some spiders, right? Still, if a spider created me, okay, and gave me two eyes, still created me in his image, no? I talked about that a couple times with somebody because I tried to not convince them, but to make them understand that the people that are saying God's an alien and the people that believe in God and the Bible shouldn't be fighting. They both believe in God. If one interprets the God as perceives a God as an alien, well, your own Bible, those of you that don't perceive him as an alien, your own Bible tells you that you can't see God and that he's light. So you got don't wonder why people will say he's an alien. You know, I love the stories and all theories about it. I think it's totally cool. Thanks, Christopher, man. I try, man. Thanks a lot. I may not always speak what is right, but I try to speak the truth, anyways. And I speak honestly from my heart. Forgiveness is hard. Count Derpula, that's something I worked on very hard. I did pretty damn good to forgive a lot of people. Like the boss that stompled my head, that I was twice his size. I could have broke him in half. The guy that cut me off at the corner and threw his slush at my car. You let things go by. And I think that's why I became funny. I was able to find funny things in stupid situations, you know. It's okay to worry about your house. It's okay to worry about your money. But for me, it's become too much of an obsession where we're always, I want to pay off the computer there. I shouldn't be draining myself that much or being that upset that I have to pay off my computer because it burnt. I should be lucky that I have my community here, and I am. I am grateful. But you know what I mean? We have all these preoccupations where we have to pay this and pay that. Carbon tax, fucker Trudeau. I mean, this piece of shite. This week there with Trudeau and with the pro-Hamas protest guys, you know how I feel, my friends in the States? You know, when BLM, Black Lives Matter, yeah, the lives matter, but not the group, right? When they started harassing the white people and stuff, this is how I'm feeling right now. Okay. But even in the States, nobody spoke up because people were afraid to be labeled as racist. But speak very carefully and think of what you say, not to offend another race. And if I have offended anyone here of any race, well, feel free to let me know that you feel offended and express yourself. And I'm sorry, I won't bring it up again. But I'm just being honest with you. Isn't it stupid to have to defend yourself? Not that I am, but I sort of feel that I have to. I don't want to see anybody, Hamas or not, hurting people, for Pete's sakes, right? I'm not even going to tell you what I think of Israel and Hamas. Honestly, I mean, for Pete's sakes, they went into Israel. They shouldn't have in the first place. Endure what's happening, mothers. That's what I say. Get more coffee here. It's like me going to that country, setting up a barbecue outside a mosque and start cooking bacon and pork and start selling shit around the church like crosses and stuff. Understand that the disgusting things that's happened in how many countries, guys? The US, Canada, France, and I'm not even close, the UK. Look what happened years ago. I'm watching London. There's no English people, white people anymore in London. What the hell's going on? Is it that we're not allowed having a place, But you know what the worst of it is? I saw a lot of very smart people online, black people. They were talking about exactly what should be. And you ever notice when, no matter what the color of someone, when somebody speaks truth and intelligently, everyone agrees. Everyone speaks the same word, different accent, same idea, right? We all have families. We all love our families. We all want to have friends. We all want to get along with people. We want to be liked. We want to be loved, whatever. All this. And certain people are more preoccupied about that than others, but that's a bit how it is. Bit of a different stream tonight, taking a different turn. I was a little upset today with some of the crap that's going on here and in the States and all over. Thanks again, Crazy Music Space Jam. But that's how it is, eh? Unfortunately. I had a great stream, everyone. Crumble enough to raise a red flag. Getting crazy, Jim. Turn the other cheek. Oh, yeah, I've turned the cheek so many bloody times, dude. I had no more teeth on one side. You know? What am I wrong about Dennis? Let me know. Because I'm never wrong. Are you guys saying that I'm wrong about a religion that their God tells them to kill? That's fucked up, guys. So you're either of that religion or not. And I still haven't mentioned that religion, right? I'm saying any religion, and I keep repeating myself straight up continually, but it's still just my opinion. You don't have to get mad at an opinion or whatever. But what am I wrong about? Let me know, because I'm up for debate tonight. Exactly. Print, copy, paste, print. It's going to happen, eh, Jim? We're getting close to that. The red flag. Yes, wrong about what? Want to know? We must never forget, thus learn. I, Marcus Free, right you are. It will crumble as God said it will. Count Derpula, right on. So don't build on swamps and reclaimed Fukushima soils. Exactly. My school was on the swamp. It's sinking too. Ice cream time. My brother Kai. Won't feed them because that's way capitalism works. Yeah, fat baka. I love that name. Truth is when we learn too much, they kill us. Truth is when we learn too much, they kill us and replace. They kill us and replace us with newcomers. Yeah. Truth is when we learn too much. Yeah, I learned a lot too, and they're going to want to replace me too. We live in a world of abundance. Shortages are created. Absolutely. I think they're created, Jim Bob North, deliberately because there's no reason for a food shortage. To be honest with you, it's very odd that most of the food that's in businesses get thrown out because nobody eats them. Is it because of the transportation or not? Like how stupid is it that we would have to send food to another country? It should have all started that one country has their staple foods or whatever, right? At least something that's rice, whatever. I mean, I don't know, grain, wheat. We don't. I don't even think we're allowed using any of the wheat that the farmers use here. It's all sent to Russia, if I'm not mistaken, and they own the wheat, and it's grown here, and then they go send it over there, and then after that, they stop sending it to Canadians or whatever. I don't know, I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying that he's stopping anything from Canada. They're all a bunch of shitheads, though. They all are. Sunk into bedrock at 6K feet is my ideal retirement. Bunker time. Bunker time. I'm in second year waiting on help with dental surgery, and it's taken toll on my heart. And lately, I've been feeling scared. Oh, man. Really, eh? Mm. Dude, that's a serious situation. Maybe um, if money or something with insurance or something like that is maybe any way you could open a fund, a site or something like that. Just say, look, you show them the bill from the dent or something, because yeah, man, get that fixed. I have one soon. I'm gonna have to fix. I've always been known of having the straightest, whitest teeth. Still white, but now I have to fix the front one because Gary, when I was young, I got in fight hit me right in the mouth, and my tooth went in. I pushed it back out, and now I have the worst nerve ending pains because my gums, the dentist says, my front tooth runs over two of the side molars all the way to the back. So they overlap. So when I have a tooth moving or forcing itself, it just all of a sudden started moving forward. That was last year. Boy, it hurt. Salivating, pain, and stuff. And it's like, it was just great pain. Quite a topic of conversation this evening. Seymour Butts, love it. Is it funny how people's God's never around at the same timeline? True. It's like they distributed their work. Yeah, damn right. We're still here, my man. Thanks, Stephen A. Yeah, stick around, man. Give me brain. Nice to have you here, bud. We don't get many newcomers in these parts of the woods. Absolutely true, Bruce. We must love. I'm blessed with good intuition. Intuition, yes, and upbringing. Absolutely. I send out positive energy to all in pain. Absolutely. Same. Hey, Marcus. Right on, brother. Côté US, côté Canada, comme Ontario. Il y en a beaucoup entre vous, là, entre vous tous, là. On est une gang. Il faudrait bien qu'on se rencontre à un moment donné et faire un powwow. Sérieux, là, on est peut-être une cinquantaine, peut-être une centaine. We're about 100 people now in the outskirts around me and stuff like that. Some Montreal and here and there. There's going to have to be a powwow at one point. Definitely. I thank you all so much for taking the time to come by the stream this evening. Hey, de cruiser, là. Exactly. Now you're going to have a whole bunch of husbands, Elias, and they're going to go troll you. Get in the kitchen. Yeah, with that mentality. So are you, Susan. You guys are all amazing. Absolutely. No, it's not okay for sure. Absolutely not. That's also important. Give me brain to have somebody around to talk about that. I'm telling you, because I'm a really good hermit. I can be a hermit for many years. No problem with that on my own. Just me, myself, and I. And you get to sometimes it's nice to see somebody. I haven't gotten the urge yet, but it'll come eventually. Yes, Tencent. Thank you very much. Structure and manners. Absolutely. Yes, sir. I am live, you fat fucker. So, hey, guys, that's his name. Sorry. Felt good. Why are you calling me a dumbass? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, the trolls are pretty obvious, Stephen A. Ah, interesting. Hey, thanks a lot. Into the outdoor. I appreciate that. You rock, brother. Gonna have some people come on too once in a while on screen. We got to set something up. I have Elias Valhatla. I don't know if he's busy. Dimanche, Sunday. No obligation, but you can come on for a while if you want. And yeah, on that's on the French channel. We're gonna be talking about some stuff. But again, we can also do that here, guys. I'd be more than happy to do so. No, I Marcus, I did not. Is it bad? Like snow or what? What's going on? Nevada. I'm still. I don't. I hope Nevada's okay now. I hope the snow is done. Planets on Earth and everything on it has consciousness. I like that, Kristen. I believe in frequency and sending out love. I do meditation. It helps a lot. I do a lot of meditation. And you know what, Kristen? I was able to meditate when I was very young. And when I meditated, what I guess I can use as a term as leaving your body. And it wasn't something that I tried to develop when I was younger, like remote viewing and all this. I had a lot of experiences happen to me, and the only thing I can say is that there's portals opened up, there's doorways that open up for people, and some people can see on the other side without actually leaving the physical world. Those lights are very active, guys. Um, in the back, very active. What if they are trying to cross over into the physical world without them being malevolent? I don't think they are. And honestly, intelligent beings wouldn't have to come down to the ground and fidget around with lights, if they were wanting to impress us. They would do it very differently. But I think some of the manipulation or the wars are going on outside of this planet. A few of you have mentioned that to me today. Thank you so much to all the people watching. It says 1,000. That'd be awesome if there was. And thank you very much for being here, y'all. I want to thank those of you that help this channel try to get people coming by. Try to help this channel look like it's interesting when in reality we're not getting a lot of people coming by. But it's not because you guys don't like the channel. I love you guys for coming down. Yes, yes. Luther Mandrake, Green Laser, Halos in the South USA or Helos. Yeah, I had my green laser. I was using that, but I didn't have to use it for very long. Thanks again, Christy, for being here. Good luck with that camera, Christy. I'm about to get off here, y'all. If you are new, Luther, I welcome you, brother. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you find interest in my videos. Got any questions? Go ahead and ask. 3,800 kilometers apart. That's a lot of damn kilometers, eh? Probably the length of the moon, eh? That's awesome. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, we got more, a lot more from Twitter. Twitter really comes to bat, and my family here, of course. And hey, don't want to discriminate against Rumble if you're new on Rumble, but there's not a lot of new people on Rumble. So if you're new and you're from Rumble, thanks a lot. Head on over to the channel, subscribe to my channel, give the thumbs up if you want to help this channel grow. It's a free channel, and you can help it grow. Thanks a lot again, everyone. As always, over the years, guys, thank you for the generous contributions. Merci Aleaus, Crazy Music Space Jam, and Mods, Alex, Starla, Christy, everyone here. Thank you so very much for all the inspiration, the comments, and watching my videos and enduring me at the live streams. Really appreciate that. Damn right. We'll take it. Chrissy goes, my other doggos are so good. Then there's the stupid beagle. It's live. My granddaughter come over. Oh, well, that sweet of you to have spent some time with me. Thank you, Bruce, and thank you to all the mods. Well, spend a wonderful evening with your granddaughter. Awesome, Kristen. Thanks for being here. Hey, Luther, it's a complete possibility that the moon can be a very small size, very different size than what we think. Absolutely. 9:17. I had to wait to lift it off. But I am so you can be sure there's a lot of people that are going to be upset with what I said at this stream, and I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I'll be honest with you. I really am sorry. I'm authentically sorry. But they can't be fighting in religion. If religion causes you to fight, maybe put it aside for a while, religion. That's the way I look at it. And those of you that are religious people that abide by the Bible and say, like my own brother does, well, keep doing that. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it at all. I think it's somebody that wants to better their lives. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Mr. Moonmeister, we don't like you. Where is he? Is there a Moonmeister here? Are we talking about me? I don't even see the people you're talking about. Sometimes it's funny, eh? Very far overdue for yeah, you're right there with me. Months overdue. Yep, we're gonna have a big one real soon somewhere. Yeah, end March, beginning April, max beginning April. And I tell you what, buddy, April 8th, that eclipse, the hell comet, not going to be good. That magnetism, when the planets align, there's an incredible pull and magnetism. Kush, everyone here, thank you so much for being here, supporting the channel. Mods, look up quantum tunneling. Oh, yes, absolutely. I talked about it 2 streams ago. Very interesting. Betty Zoom, thanks for being here. Where did I see Betty? Betty was watching the same things as me. Betty saw some of the things that I saw today. I saw you, Betty. You said hello or left a comment or something. I won't mention which channel you were on. I don't remember myself, but we're watching the news. I think it was Rebelle News, and I saw you there. I saw you come up in the feed after the stream was over, and that's the video I was watching. Boy, I was so mad seeing what was going on there. You guys be safe in Ontario. Telling you, Betty. Good things are coming though. Yeah. I don't know how many UFOs I made His Highness crash. Very patient with me. We need a podcast. Oh, yes. About NPCs like Dog Lady and Nosy Neighbor. Yes. Yeah. Listen, once in a while, I like sticking a funny one in. And I had to add that there. Thank you so much, Susan, for not hating me for that. I'm telling you. I'm just being honest. It was funny with the hose boy. My heart was palpitating. I'm saying, how can I get back at her? She's got to stop. She must stop. And I sort of look at this, like, like your dog or your cat, you spray it with the water bottle when when they go up on the counter. That's exactly what I did. Literally what I did. It's like I gave her the chance to back up. And she literally is like, what are you going to do if I don't leave? She didn't say leave. What are you going to do if I don't? And what I did, it was just like a big pecker in a pair of pants. When it came out, I just let it go out from under my ass. Not my pecker, but the hose. And then I sprayed it. I said, there you go. That's how it is. She floated back down the sidewalk all the way down. No, I'm kidding. She walked home. I asked her if she was okay. Elon lost Starlinks because of Earth's EMF excursion, meaning the sky, it indeed descending. Now, that is a scary thing. Well, yeah, you're scaring the shit out of me because not because I hadn't heard that before, but because I'm always saying that the clouds are getting closer and closer and closer. Never in my life had I ever seen clouds touching the tower and they go right into the tower here. That's not normal. It's like I'm not in this high mountain somewhere on the top of New Zealand mountain or something. Does New Zealand have mountains? I don't know. I don't even know if the world's real. I've never left here. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for being here. Kai, sending you energy, brother. And all of you, thanks for the generous contributions. Thanks for being here. And mods, thank you very much. I'm going to rush out to see if there's any UFOs outside. And if not, well, I'll be preparing the other video because there's a part 3, guys. Be prepared tomorrow to see the part 3 of March 7th. Lots of UFOs. Got the hiccups. Still have 16 videos to post. So thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. Thanks to all platforms, Rumble, Twitter. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks today, Twitter, the new followers. Welcome, everyone that's new to the channel. Please come and see the videos. I got a whole bunch of cool stuff, some cool findings, and it's the rarest videos on the internet. I am your source for UFO videos. Did you see that I woke up zombies? I've been saying that for this week, your number one source. I worked 7.5 years before telling people that I was a ufologist. I worked 7.5 years before admitting to you guys that John Lear loved my research and that I was interacting with him. I waited a long time because I didn't want all that to come out and to force people to want to interact. But that's another thing that you guys can check out is the video of John Lear explaining how I filmed through the veil. Those are trophies for me. There were honorable things that I had the chance of having, to be a part of the show, and it's not about being a part of the show, but it's about my research. I want my research to be the show. I want everyone to start lining themselves up my research and turning around saying, okay, Bruce says that's there. Let's start trying to find it and stuff. Darla, I don't name her, but there's one lady that came here, right? I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. She came here. She bought a Nikon P900. She asked me how I was filming the UFOs lifting up off the moon. I explained to her very thoroughly and in detail of how to do it. 8 hours after, she went and filmed the same video that I made the exact same way, and she's still doing it today. She's become a little bit of a troll, but she's still doing it today. So people, if you want to know how I was doing all this and I still am doing this, ask me or go back to the beginning and I showed it all. Wait till you see when I showed people that I even filmed through crystal in the past. People went ballistic, went mad, went absolutely mad. Everybody, I love you. Bye-bye for now. Talk very soon. And now I'm going to vanish.